Hey guys, today I'm going to review and do a look using Natasha Denona's Mini Zendo palette. This palette was released several months ago and I didn't pick it up at the time. I've been really focused on getting her full-size palettes this year, and so I've kind of skipped over her mini palettes, but I hope to add them to my collection slowly over time. The Mini Zendo palette has both cool and warm tone shades. I have mostly a warm look today using these two shades here, but you can create really beautiful looks with these two shades as well. I want to hold this palette next to the Mini Nude, and you can see how much warmer the Mini Nude palette is overall compared to the Zendo palette. Now, the Zendo palette is not necessarily a warm palette overall because, let me hold up the Glam palette. This is the Mini Glam. Mini Glam is much cooler than the Zendo. So as it sits in my collection, since I don't have a lot of mini palettes, it's right in the middle, in between the Mini Nude and the Mini Glam. Let's go ahead and do some swatches. And as I am picking up the shades on my finger, let's talk about the shelf life and where it's made. This palette has a shelf life of 24 months and it is made in Italy, which is very, very consistent with all of Natasha Denona's releases. First we have Stark. This is a metallic shade and has, oh, it's actually purpley undertone. I didn't realize that. Or I guess it's plum. I thought it was more of a, I don't know, I thought maybe it was more of a brown, but swatch, it definitely looks purple plumish. Next we have Bear, which is a really soft, kind of peachy pink. This is what I have on my cheeks as well, and I think it looks really pretty. Then we have Stripped. Beautiful metallic. Stripped actually does have some, I think pink or purpley undertone to it. So it's not quite just like a silver. Then we have Daz. Daz is beautiful. Pink, it's an excellent match with Bear. And I feel like I could just pop some of this on my lips too, and it would like add some extra glitter and shine. It would look really pretty. Last but not least, we have Uncovered. Uncovered is one of the two matte shades. The other matte shade is going to be Bear. I have Bear, Daz, and Uncovered for my eyes today, and I think it looks really, really beautiful, like very flattering. Uncovered is just warm enough so that it's very flattering on many different skin tones, and then you've got Bear, which is a really nice light shade that you can buff out your seams or add like a nice light pinky peachy undertone to lift other colors that you put on it. And finally, Daz, of course, is this gorgeous shade. I'm going to add Daz on my Cupid's bow. And I've actually used Daz as a highlight as well. You can't add too much of it on your cheeks because, now you might have too much pigment, like more than you intended, but just a little bit in all the right areas could be really, really pretty. Yeah, I definitely like how that looks on the Cupid's bow. I don't have a lot of palettes in my Natasha Denona collection that I think have shades that are too similar to this, but I do have one of her face palette, which is the Bloom Blush and Glow palette. This shade here, the Glow Extreme, does remind me of Daz, so we will swatch that and put it next to Daz. So this is the Glow Extreme. Daz is right here. I'll just add it underneath. I feel like they're from the same family, but Daz is definitely denser and it is really like a metallic shadow that you put on your eyes, and it's made so that you can like blend out or buff out. Whereas Glow Extreme is meant to be this kind of cheek topper. It also has much more of a glittery finish to it. And obviously the shade too is lighter. But both are from the same family, I would say. Yeah, very pretty. And for comparisons outside of my Natasha Denona collection, I do want to compare the shade Stripped to the Petits Viseart collection, Lilas. So these two shades, I find that there are some similarities to Stripped. And right when you look at it like this, I don't think they're too similar, but when I swatch Stripped, I find that there's definitely some purple shade under there, and immediately I thought, oh, maybe we should compare it against Lilas. And I did swatch Stripped against Lilas off camera, so I'll just hold it up right here. This is Stripped from Natasha Denona. This is Argent from Lilas, and this is Fondant from Lilas. The three are similar. I would say, you know, again, they're from like the same family. The metallic finish is also similar, with Fondant and Argent being a little bit more glittery, just a little bit more glittery. Fondant is more of a lilac base, and Argent is deeper, more gunmetal-like. And then Stripped is a bit warmer than the other two. You almost see like a little bit of brown in the undertone. Yeah, but all three very, very beautiful. And you can see if you had like similar shades stacked up together, I can definitely see these close by or next to each other. Well, let's head on to the tutorial. I will see you guys at the end. I'm gonna start by putting Uncovered onto the lids. Then I'm going to buff out the shade and move it sort of onto the crease. If you like how Uncovered looks on my eyes right now, this could be your one and done eyeshadow. I would spend more time blending it out because they're not even right now. I like this color a lot, and I feel like if I'm in a pinch, you know, I'm in a hurry, I could just put this on, put some mascara on, and kind of be done with it. So I love eyeshadows that can do that, whether they have a matte, shimmer, or satin finish. If they can look flattering on your skin tone, I just automatically like them so much more for that reason. Now I'm going to add Daz onto the outer corners. I'm just going to see how this color lays on top of Uncovered, and we might even kind of pack that on towards the middle of the lid as well. I really like it. I think it's really pretty, and I'm just going to blend this to the center of the lid. And we're going to go back in with the same blending brush as before. This is from Sonia G's Pro Eye Set. This is the Blender Pro. Now I'm going to go into Bare with a different blending brush. This is from Sonia G's Sky Eye Set. It's also the classic crease brush. We're just going to add Bare to the crease to better blend things out right there. So it just looks a little bit more seamless. There's more of a transition between Uncovered and, you know, where it sits on the crease. Now I'm going to add Stark, and I'm using the Pencil Pro, also from Sonia G's Pro Eye Set, and we're just adding that right here on the upper lash line. Now I'm going to put on the rest of my makeup. For under the eyes, we're going to go back into Bare, and I'm just buffing this right here, ever so lightly for some color. I don't want it to be smoky. I just want there to be some pink. I'm also going to use Bare as my blush today. And once again, if it's too light or, it doesn't look like it's a good match, we can always add something else on top to blend the shade better. I think it's pretty nice though. I think for maybe medium to light skin tone, I'd be curious what this would look like on medium to deep and deep skin tones. So if you've tried this, let me know how that looks on you if you like it. It's on the lighter side, but I think it's a good fit to the eyeshadow. And for highlight, we're going to use Daz. Just ever so lightly once again. If it doesn't look good, we can change it up. Maybe there's a little bit too much pigment as a highlight. I think it looks okay. I think it looks okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Just a little bit pink all around. I don't mind that. For lips, we're going to use Wayne Goss's Luxury Lip Collection. This is in the shade Daisy. We're going to add Clinique's Quickliner to the upper lash line. And this is really done in lieu of the liquid liner. Instead, with this Quickliner, I'm just going to smudge it a bit. With everything added, I do think the cheeks look a little bit light. I think it's fine the way it is, but I would prefer just like a little bit more pigment. So I'm gonna go back into Bare, and I'm using a different brush this time. I'm using the Soft Cheek, which is from Sonia G's Sky Face set, and I'm just going to buff it in a little bit more. So now you've got more color. And that's exactly what I was aiming for. Yeah, just a little bit more. This is the finished look. I am on a pink kick right now with my pink headband, pink hoodie, and then I just recently bought a pair of pink sneakers. They're these like pastel lollipop pink. Anyways, I'm just really into pink. My phone case is pink as well. And you can imagine my reaction as this look was coming together, and I was like, this is really right up my alley with this pink. I just love how Uncovered is a shade that really, for this look anyway, just pulls everything together, just anchors everything. And you guys saw in my tutorial, I mentioned if you guys liked how Uncovered looked on my eyes, just blend it out more, add some eyeliner, or not even that, add some mascara, and then you could be good to go. Likewise, you could do the same thing with Daz. If you want a metallic look on your eyes, you could just probably use that shade, blend it out. But yeah, both Uncovered and Daz combined is such a beautiful combo. It is like the most flattering combo that I could think of. And it's just, yeah, it's just soft. It's easy. It's one of those looks where you know, you look at the palette and maybe it's not all that outstanding, right? Unlike a Pat McGrath palette that has special shades, it's like, whoa, you know, that one grabs my eye and this one grabs my eye. Like Lilas from Viseart. Two standout shades here that make people go, wow, this is like very beautiful. I want to get my hands on it. Zendo palette didn't really do that for me. So maybe that was another reason why, you know, I didn't feel like I needed to go get it immediately. But once you put the colors on, you realize, wow, this is a great palette. I really, really like it. I wish I would have got this palette earlier so I got to, you know, try it out. At this point, it's too late to make it onto my 2020 favorite makeups list, but we might do, before the end of the year, my favorite eyeshadow palettes of 2020. Since I have many, many eyeshadow palettes, yeah, we might do that. Well, let me know if you do want to see a video of me ranking my eyeshadow palettes or picking my favorites of 2020 eyeshadow palettes. I think that would be a fun video before we conclude the year. Thank you guys for watching. I hope your holidays was merry and you're still enjoying some time off and being able to spend it with your loved ones. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.